Somehow stuff has become so important in our lives that its existence in our homes outweighs us feeling good. Stuff has power over us, and so does regret. And it's time to take our power back. Living in a place of regret causes us not to be in the present moment. It's literally impossible to be right here, right now, if we have all of these regrets floating around in our minds. So don't let stuff ruin the quality of your life. You deserve to live in a home where you have peace. And if you're surrounding yourself with a bunch of stuff, that's the opposite of peace. The money is gone. It's not coming back. Well, unless you decide to sell some stuff, but you really don't need to do that. Keeping this piece of clutter doesn't change the fact that you bought it, and it's just sitting there useless. The damage is done, so don't keep it going. I have some really helpful videos I'm going to link below in the comments and the description for you, so check those out. They will really help you. Now, when we come across an item that we regret buying, we justify keeping it. We tell ourselves we might use it one day, that it doesn't take up much space, and why not keep it? But we're asking ourselves the wrong question. What's the right question? Does this item deserve space in my home? Every single thing in your home should work for you. And there's 3 categories here. You love it, you use it, and you enjoy it. Now, everything doesn't have to be practical, but everything has to be worth it. And not everything is worth it. Realize you're not perfect and nobody expects you to be, except for you, right? We always expect ourselves to be perfect. And that's not fair, is it? We're allowed to make mistakes, and we're allowed to make those mistakes go away. Because once it's gone, you're never going to think about it. Trust me, I've been there. We need to change our perspective from regret to knowledge. This item taught us something. It's like we went to a class and we learned that we don't need it. We actually have all of the information that we need already to know that this is an item that we regret and we can take our power back. In order to get our power back, we have to accept that we're going to make mistakes and we have to forgive ourselves every single time. We do it for a loved one, we can do it for ourselves too. Trust me, this is a big one. If you're going to get your power back, you need to forgive yourselves of these mistakes. Keeping all of these regrets won't allow you to take your power back from your stuff, and that's the biggest mistake of all. Once you release this item, you're never going to think about it again. Even when I see pics of myself with these items that I let go of, I have zero regret. It's just gone. No remorse. That's what you want and what you need. When all is said and done, don't make the same mistake again. Well, that happens, doesn't it? We do make the same mistake again. At one point, I had a slow cooker that I used all the time. I mean, all the time. But then I got this pot, and the slow cooker was just sitting there useless, so I decluttered it. Smart, right? But then a couple of years later, I forgot why I decluttered it, and I bought it back again. And this time it even came with a little accessory one that I never even opened. I used the slow cooker again a couple of times, and it reminded me that I just don't like how my food turns out. I never reach for it. I always reach for my pot. So recently I had to let it go all over again. My point is we're all works in progress, so just do your best. Right now we're going to take a couple of minutes and just go over a few of those regret purchase type of items so that it gives you a little bit of an idea that we all make these mistakes, and maybe some ideas of what you're actually holding on to, or maybe some preventative measures that you can put into place to not get these things in your home to begin with, right? So I'm going to start with one right now, and that is this little lunchbox. Let's say your kid needed a lunchbox, your spouse needed a lunchbox, and you're at Trader Joe's and you're thinking, I'm just going to go ahead and get this right now. You know, it's cute. I like it. It's maybe not the right size, but what the heck, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it anyway, right? Well, as it turns out, sometimes when we make this type of purchase, it is settling. And I've mentioned this before, I know, but when we settle, we're going to definitely regret it. For this particular thing right here, it's fine. But if I had a Pyrex or one of those cute containers that I put things in for lunch and it was larger than this and I settled on it, well, this would be sitting in my kitchen cabinet or maybe downstairs, and it's a regret purchase, but I'm afraid to let it go because I think I might need it. At some point, maybe I'll have smaller containers. I don't know. Now, another thing is something that you spontaneously buy at the store. This is a gift from my daughter. I know she's going to love it. But what if this wasn't? What if I was just walking by, saw this cute little guy? I don't even know what he is, but he's cute. He's adorable. He's so soft. I just, love him. I'm attracted to him. But that's in the moment, right? When I go away from doing that, when I'm away from the store, I should say, and I'm back home and this guy's just sitting there and I'm thinking, why did I buy him? What was I doing? Instead of taking him back, and I still have the receipt, instead of taking him back, I just keep him because I think he's cute, but more than that, I just sort of regret buying him and I'm just going to be done with it, right? I don't want to move on with this. Another item that we do are products. Especially for me with curly hair, I can absolutely relate to this. And sometimes these things are super expensive, right? Sometimes we just think, oh, I'm having something going on with my hair right now. I'll go ahead and buy this product. It should work out. But again, it's something that is just sitting there. It's a regret. It didn't work out, but you spent a lot of money on it and you're a little bit upset at yourself. So you just figure if you don't let go of it, it's like the money wasn't a mistake, right? But that is not true. These types of items just clog up our drawers. They clog up our linen closets and our baskets, and we have to maneuver around them to get to what we want. This is a regret purchase that you should definitely let go of. Here's another one, and this is a personal example right now for me. I have taken up running again, but only like once or twice a week. And I have to have a little kind of thing like this to hold my phone because I don't like the running pants that have the pockets on the side. So I need this, but did I need 2 of them? No, I did not. Did I buy 2 of them? Yes, and I'm regretting this so much right now. I'm absolutely regretting it. It's not something I needed. So if this is you, if you are regretting something like this, just go ahead and declutter it. I am probably just going to try to sell this on eBay because I don't need it and I like the green one better. And so far this week that I've had this, I'm reaching for the green one every single time. Now, another kind of clutter that we might have lingering around our house is this. It is a long-standing regret type of clutter. Now, this was a gift, but if I were to purchase this myself, it would have been really expensive. These kind of really, really expensive things just weigh on us. And they've been long-standing clutter. And so we're just used to seeing them in our environment. But I'm telling you for a fact that it's still weighing on your mind. All these years later, you have something like this that you really wish you didn't buy. So if I were to hold this bowl up and hold $100 cash to you, and I said, what would you prefer right now? If your answer is that $100 cash, that is all you need to know. This is an absolute regret and it needs to go. Because these kind of things are just clogging up our minds, guaranteed. It's up there. You don't realize it, but it really is. And it's not something that you want to hold on to any longer. So it is something that you can declutter, and believe me, you're never going to think about it again. Now here's another thing that can end up being a regret. Most of the time it's something that we buy because we love it, we think it's cute, and we love the color. If you're like me, that really, really gets you, right? But ultimately we have a ton of these things and we don't need it, and they do end up being regrets because we're not going to choose it. Now this one is actually mine and I do love it. It has all sorts of little dents on it. And I remember every little dent that I got on here being from a trip that I took. And I just think that makes it endearing. But It's one of those things that I didn't always used to be that way. And actually, when I got my first dent on this mug, I thought to myself, I got to get a different one. But I'm not that way anymore. I actually had to retrain myself to think that's not okay. I can still use this. It doesn't have to be perfect. But if you have regret purchases in this kind of area, go ahead and let them go. You don't need to keep them. Now, another type of regret purchase that we might have is something really big, and it didn't work out in the space that we had hoped, even though we thought it would, and we just still keep it, right? Now, this could be a piece of furniture. It could be even a comforter on your bed or a blanket on your bed that is just entirely too big, and every single time you look at it, you regret it. Get rid of those things, even if it means doing without for a period of time, because the weight of these types of regret purchases, it's just not worth it. Moving forward, when we're buying something in the future and we don't want it to become one of those regret purchases, I have a bunch of life rules that I follow, and I'm going to be making a video all about that pretty soon. So make sure that you're subscribed and set your notifications so you don't miss it. It is really good. It's one of those things that we can declutter all we want, but if we don't have these types of life rules in place, our home will not stay clutter-free. And these life rules, that's exactly what allows my home to stay clutter-free. And the best thing about these life rules is they have virtually eliminated regret purchases for me. I know it's hard because we don't know the timeline of finding something that we really want. But trust me, I've done it so many times where I would settle on something and the next thing you know, maybe even the next week, that exact item that I'm looking for and the exact color and all of the parameters that I set up for it, it's right there in front of me. And then I have this regret purchase over here. When it comes down to it, decluttering isn't the only thing that's going to fix your home. That's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out my comments and description below, where I will put more videos to keep you motivated. I hope you have the best day ever, and I'll see you next Thursday. Oh no.